Lesson from the brain, seeing the beauty through the.
I would just like to point out that that yawn was not like forced. It actually happened, and I just essentially exaggerated it. The first video, I guess I should say something like, basically just want to talk about NASCAR, fun stuff like that. Vroom vroom, I guess. Left turn to central. Yep. All right, we're good. All right, so last night was the Coca-Cola 600. Very hyped up race that I've always thought is pretty boring, to be honest. That I mean, it's had good finishes and it is up to strategy, but it's just never really. It's just never really. I mean, it's just like an extra, like, what, hour or two than what an actual race is. So that's just how I see it. I mean, I just watch it anyways. So what's my opinion mean? But we saw basically another snooze fest. But first of all, at least Kevin Harvick didn't dominate the entire race and win. He actually left early in the race. But I didn't see the first two stages. I didn't come in until the third stage. Had stuff to do, like family. Yeah, Memorial Day weekend. And I'll probably be doing that like right after I record this video. So, anyways, Kyle Busch won. Obviously, got 70 points, winning every single stage. Well, in the race, obviously. But yeah, so shout out to Martin Truex Jr. for actually having a fast car there at the end. But I think it was a little bit because Kyle Busch just didn't want a wreck, or for him to wreck too. So he was just being careful, and that allowed Martin Truex to get a 3-second lead. But he got second. Denny Hamlin got third. Brad Keselowski got fourth. Jimmy Johnson got fifth, and that's going to be the big topic today, is that Chevys and Hendrick actually showed some speed. Jamie McMurray got sixth. Larson got seventh. Kurt Busch got eighth. Alex Bowman ninth. Easton House Jr. got 10th. Chase Elliott got 11th. Clint Boyer 12th. Eric Almirola 13th. Paul Menard 14th. Daniel Suarez 15th. Bubba got 16th. Matt Kenseth got 17th. Michael McDowell got 18th. Eric Jones got 19th. Casey Kane got 20th. Now let's just talk about that top 20 right now. Casey Kane, who is historically good at Charlotte, actually showed he was up there in 7th, 6th, I think, for a little bit, and then I think something happened to him. He obviously finished in 20th, but those Chevys, all Hendrick Chevys, with the exception of William Byron, who I think wrecked out in like stage 1 or something. God damn. Here. There we go. Alright. So, who wrecked out in like the first stage. Shout out to Purdue for sponsoring this video. So yeah, basically, the Chevys were up there. Hendrick was looking pretty good, I believe. Chase got up to like 4th or 5th, and then just kind of faded away. Oh my God. All right. Anyway, so I think Chase got up there in the top 5. Johnson was up there in 4th. I know that's a fact. I was there when that happened. Bowman was up there. He actually wasn't really up there when I watched, but he snuck his way up in the 9th. Jamie McMurray was in 3rd. I mean, I know it's Chip Ganassi, but it kind of just, all the Chevys had been showing like nothing, like not really doing anything really for most of the season except for Kyle Larson, and they were all up there. Now, this could be a little bit of Charlotte-itis, because the only team that's not from Charlotte is Martin Truex. Obviously, he finished 2nd, but generally at Charlotte and places near Charlotte, you see smaller teams do better because, you know, it's not as much pay to get there, I guess you could say. Like, some teams might be just like 5 miles away or something like that, and bragging rights, like especially with Charlotte, like you want the bragging rights. You know, you want at Charlotte. You know, you want at your home track for your team, and then I'm just saying that could be the reason why you saw people like Casey Kane and Bubba was in the 16th. and you know, people like that up there up front, even though we don't usually see them up there. And I had thought about that heading into the weekend, like, oh yeah, I kind of like Charlotte because that happened. So it'll be interesting to see how the Roval goes with that. I don't think you can really base that off of anything, but another point to point out is that the highest finishing Haas Chevrolet, what am I thinking? Haas Ford was Clint Boyer at 12th and Eric Almirola at 13th, and then the highest finishing Ford was obviously Brad. But after Brad, there's no other Ford except for Rick Stenhouse Jr. had to be in 10th. Rick Stenhouse Jr. was in 10th. This did look a lot like a last season race. Kyle Busch and Martin Truex in the front, with a bunch of Chevrolets behind them and a couple Fords, you know, and Kevin Harvick's non-existent. So it did really look like what last year's race looked like, and you know, I mean, it's better than what we have been having. We've been having a lot of Kevin Harvick's, and there's actually a lot of, like, you couldn't really go that long without seeing a race for a position for like 4th or 5th. So I mean, I kind of like those. I know a lot of people are like, oh no, someone's leading, it's boring, but it's whatever. But anyways, notables outside the top 20. Joey Logano finished 22nd. That's kind of ironic. He just seemed to not. I mean, he seemed to have a fast car, just didn't have the kind of day to go out there. It just wasn't his day, basically. AJ Allmendinger finished 23rd. I expected a little bit better from him, considering what he did last week. I know it's a different package and all, but you know, really, there's no other notables. Jeffrey Earnhardt finished 30th. That's pretty good. Austin Dillon finished 34th. That was him running. He was, I'm assuming he wrecked or something. I didn't see it. And Ryan Blaney DNF, blew his engine. I mean, that's kind of what you expect from Charlotte, but it's kind of been a running theme all season long for Ryan Blaney. Has had really fast cars leading the race and then just kind of wrecks out. So hopefully that changes. William Byron 39th, and obviously Kevin Harvick finishes last. Goes 3 races in a row, I believe, winning, and then comes in last. That's honestly, that's poetic. That's really poetic. Also, Ross Chastain finished 24th. Shout out to him. But this is like, so now we're at the 1/3 or 1/4 part of the season. Now we're in the summer season, essentially, even though summer doesn't start till June 21st. But now we want to get to that second stretch of the season where we start seeing, sometimes we see dominance, sometimes we see a mixed bag of people winning, and I'm kind of interested to see how Pocono goes. Pulling for Ryan Blaney, hoping he gets another win. That was a crazy win last year, and hopefully he can do it again, but never know. Should be interesting. I do believe it's Pocono next week. I'm not entirely sure, might say here. Alright, yep, we are going to Pocono next week, so that should be a boring but interesting finish. It's always good on restart. It's always interesting restarts. That track, crazy 3 turns, should be a fun race, I guess. I don't know. I don't really have anything to describe it. Pocono is not really one of my favorite tracks but to drive on NASCAR 2, but I wish IRL, but not one of my favorite tracks to drive on or watch. So, but I'll watch it anyways. So I hope you guys did enjoy. Did leave a like, and I hope you guys enjoy what's coming. I'm actually going to post a recap video of the first 1/3. That will be the next video that I post. So I'll see you guys then, and peace out.